Hello everybody, you are on a Stalevar channel, and today we have a new trip. Quite interesting because today, when Christmas time is almost starting, we are going to do the sneaking trip. We are sneaking now to Russia, to Moscow. It will be not just one flight, it will be 3 flights, because there are some complications with direct flights and all other things, borders, clothing and so on. So I am starting my trip with Pegasus Airlines. They are starting boarding already, so I need to go now. And the first leg will be to Istanbul, Sabiha Gökçen Airport. So here is a general condition that nowadays only one direct flight exists from Europe to Russia via Air Serbia. There are 2 flights actually, one to St. Petersburg and one to Moscow, and they are the shortest by time and the most expensive, more than 1,000 euros for economy class, which I can't handle definitely. But there are another flights, for example via Istanbul. There are flights from Istanbul then to Moscow direct, but they are also quite expensive. So I was thinking what to do, and I was checking what there are other opportunities, because there might be Dubai, other Middle East countries and so on. And suddenly I found that there are flights via Istanbul and then Tbilisi, Georgia, and Armenian capital Yerevan. And actually these flights are much more cheaper than direct flight from Istanbul to Moscow, even 2 times less money I need to spend. So this time I'm flying first leg to Istanbul, and then the second will be to Armenia, to Yerevan. Pegasus Airlines is a budget low-cost airline, so you need to pay for everything, for luggage, for seats. There is no food for free, even water, so we need to pay even for that. I added my luggage, I have my food with me, so it will be interesting to check another low-cost company on the leg to Istanbul. Let's go. International flights in Helsinki are located into the newest terminal, and you need to walk quite for a while to get to the distant gates.
Check. Have a pleasant flight. Hyvää päivää, hyvät matkustajat. Pegasus Airlinesin lento Istanbuliin.
This is my pretty new Airbus A321neo. Pegasus has quite big air fleet with almost new airplanes like A3200neo, A321neo.
selam gelir oldu, yoksa yerim mi doldu? Yoluna ektiğim sevgi çiçeklerim unutulup mu soldu? Hani kader bizi ayırsa da bir gün.
Seats are not reclining in Pegasus and there is no pocket in front of you on the seat. Here is unexpected luck. I am sitting alone the whole row. This guy just came from another occasional row to sit, so I can relax quite significantly during my flight. That's pretty cool. Hope nobody will come and I can even maybe sleep.
Kalpler bir olacaktı. Yoksa gurbetin o yalan kucakları seni de mi uyuttu? Hey, hey gidi günler hey. Yediğimiz içtiğimiz ayrı gitmezdi hatırla. Hey, hey gidi günler hey. Ne çabuk.
I had no clue that I'm departing from autumn and will return when winter comes, and it will be a lot of snow in a week there. We pierced quite quickly the clouds and found that this evening is pretty nice up there. It's a very uncommon thing. What I just met is that in this low-cost version of the cabin crew is sitting on a seats, one of which is integrated in a door of the lavatory. There are two doors. One is free, normal door, in the very end of the toilet, in the back of the cabin, and the second one next to that is equipped with a seat for a cabin crew. So literally when people are going inside the toilet, they are moving together with the door, those of cabin crew who are sitting there. However, normally cabin crew should do their things around, but I see that all three members of the cabin were just sitting and talking about different things. So that's why one of our cabin crew was sitting on the seat which was integrated into the door of the toilet, and she was moving together with this door when people were going inside the toilet and out, and obviously she was listening to all the noises going from outside. This is very weird. I have never ever seen such variant of the cabin of Airbus A321neo, because previously I flew on such kind of things in the charter flights, but there was never such cabin crew seat on the door. It was just the normal doors, and cabin crew was sitting on other places. I think it might be some specific thing for Pegasus Airlines. And I asked cabin crew about that, and they confirmed and told me that they had no chances to sit anywhere else, so it's standard for all Pegasus Airlines new A321neos. So it's strange. The tops of the Carpathian Mountains are already covered by snow, which was quite a surprise for me, because Romania is located quite down south from Finland. Istanbul looks so nice, full of lights, big city.
Senden ne bir haber ne selam gelir oldu, yoksa yerim mi doldu? Yoluna ektiğim sevgi çiçeklerim unutulup mu soldu? Hani kader bizi ayırsa da bir gün kalpler bir olacaktı. Yoksa gurbetin o yalan kucakları seni de mi uyuttu?
Exit to the city and also international and domestic transfers are highlighted by different color arrows and lines, so it's quite comfortable and useful. The center part of Sabiha looks like some trade center. There are a lot of flights until the very morning from here. So here is middle of Sabiha airport from upper floor with all these restaurants, fast food and other things. So duty free is down there, and there are security check for those who coming from the city. So my flight is only in 4 hours almost, so now I will rest a little bit and wait for my flight towards the Yerevan. From there it should be next flight by other company with very, very interesting and rare airplane. That should be cool. I will speak with you about that a little bit later. It's interesting that there is a bridge over the security zone and you can literally film that, how it looks like. Funny. On the first level of the airport there is an endless corridor with dozens of gates with a lot of people there, and also on ground floor as well. So it's a quite long airport building with a lot of people who are flying with Pegasus because it's suitable and relatively cheap. So while I'm having my Turkish coffee with some ice cream waiting for the new flight, I want to share with you a couple of stories from here. First of all, if you don't have access to lounge, it's very hard to find proper place because this airport is very overcrowded, a lot of people and almost no seats to find. I mean empty seats. However, I saw along the gates quite a lot of seats, but it's busy. From the other hand, you can sit in all these restaurants and fast food, but the best way is, I think it's not just an advertisement process, it's just comfortable, named Big Chef's restaurant on the second floor. They have place. It's not cheap for sure, but it's comfortable. There is also free Wi-Fi around. It's an airport Wi-Fi. You need to get that from special terminal. I have a small video there to see for you. So it's comfortable to sit here if you don't have any lounge access. It's in the middle of airport, so you can reach any gates depending on where you need to go. The other story is that it's funny that when I was buying some food, I had some Turkish lira with me, which I gathered from different sources for many years. They were just placed at my home, and there were some Turkish lira coins which were quite old. Before they have some change of style of coins. Now they have another metal used, but these old Turkish lira coins are still in circulation, but it's quite hard to see them. So when I was asking them if I can pay partially by coins, they told me yes, you can. and I gave them these Turkish liras. It was quite few, it's like 9 liras, but exchange rate to euro, it's about 35 Turkish lira to 1 euro, so 9 liras, it's almost nothing, like a 20 cent. But they accepted them. It was very funny to see their faces, these girls on a cashier, when they saw these old Turkish liras, which are still in circulation, but you barely can find them because now the newest version have another design and even another metal used. Their faces were amused so much. They were like 1 minute or so, they were checking what are these coins. However, it's just like 10 years ago these coins were in circulation, and they are still. But anyway, it's like a pre-reform coins. It was funny to see that. My general expression about Sabiha Gökçen airport is that it's quite crowded airport. It's not big. They have quite a big space for gates, quite long corridor, as I mentioned previously in a video, but there is not enough space for such massive crowds going to and fro, because you can imagine that Sabiha is the main hub and place for Pegasus Airlines, for this low coaster, and many people are flying via this Pegasus Airlines. There is another airlines I have seen their logos in the airport, but I think it's quite small airlines, mainly Pegasus, and a lot of people are flying with them. So I can tell you this is a very crowded place. So be aware that if you compare that with this new enormously huge Istanbul airport, where all the international flights are coming mostly, you will be amused how small comparably this Sabiha Gökçen airport is. So be prepared to be in a crowd. By the way, I have seen here also Qatar Airways flights, but I think it's quite a rare thing. So when the time came, I went down to the ground floor to the gates where our bus was waiting for us to go to the plane.
Yediğimiz içtiğimiz ayrı gitmezdi hatırla. Hey, hey gidi günler hey. Ne çabuk attın o günlerin pabucunu dama. Ayda yılda bir olsa da muhakkak ara. Azıcık zamanından ayır da.
So here is my second airplane to Yerevan, Boeing 737-800. Boarding through both doors.
Sandıkların yarın da yanında olacak mı? İyi günde ne ala, kötü günde firarda için sızlamayacak mı? Öyleyse sımsıkı sarıl kendine, özünden başka yola sapma. Seni gönülden seveni el üstünde tut emi, hatırla daima. Hatırla hey, hey gidi günler hey. Ne çabuk attın o günlerin pabucunu dama. Ayda yılda bir olsa da muhakkak ara. Azıcık zamanından ayır da. Öldün mü kaldın mı diye sor ara sıra. Adımı kalbine yaz, beni unutma. Ayda yılda bir olsa da muhakkak ara. Azıcık zamanından ayır da. Öldün mü kaldın mı diye sor ara sıra. Adımı kalbine yaz, beni unutma.
midnight flight to the Yerevan was absolutely fine, and we started our descending in the middle of the night to the Zvartnots airport. So here I am now in Yerevan. The flight from Istanbul was very nice, no problems, same level of the Pegasus, and now I'm trying to catch my baggage because it's a very short connection, 1.5 hours only. It's not so short, but it's quite short because I need to get baggage, go outside, go through customs and register and go back into airport. Because it was very long queue of people, I paid some extra money for the fast track. It was convenient because there was no queue in a fast track, so it was about $20, and you are passing all the queue if you are very in a hurry. It's very convenient. You are paying by card immediately, officially, so nice. So let's get baggage and rush to catch the very interesting and rare airplane. In the very last minute, 10 minutes before close of registration, I got my luggage and literally run to the registration desk, and it was only 10 minutes left. The very last minute, very short for such transfer, risky. Now I'm going there. It's time. So it's time to do the boarding. So airport is not so big, just 6 gates, but it's quite new, so it's comfortable. Duty free, some cafes. I am lucky because I made it. Here, guys, is very rare nowadays Boeing 767-200ER. Only maybe 20 or so airplanes are still operating as a passenger, not private, not Air Force, not military, but just on regular lines. 3 of them are owned by UTair Aviation, which I am flying today to Moscow. So here it is, very rare one. Cabin is pretty outdated and old, and pockets in front of you are in a bad shape, and also plastics are quite yellowish, so the cabin was not renovated quite for a long time or never, but it still works and it's still fine. So in the very last minute I made that. I rushed as fast as I could to the register desk, then rushed through the border again, so I got 2 stamps in and out in, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then as soon as I came into the boarding hall, they announced that boarding is starting. So I had literally no minute even to think about. So I rushed into the plane, and now I'm sitting on my place. Here is Boeing 767-200ER. we made additional circle from the start, returned a little bit from runway back to the apron because there was some medical request from one of passengers, but fortunately the cabin crew used the medications which were located at the airplane, and we are returning back to start. It was 1 minute of nerves because I was thinking that maybe we have some technical problems, but fortunately there is nothing serious. We just have some delay, about 10-15 minutes. Flying over Caucasian mountains, pretty be sure to see these nice, beautiful white peaks of these mountains which are glowing even in the dark. When descending and approaching the landing strip at Vnukovo airport, aircrafts usually maneuver over the Moscow ring road directly above residential areas and along the highway. And this is the rarest Conviasa from Venezuela, which is flying directly from Caracas, capital of Venezuela, to Moscow. And this is Airbus A340-600, the biggest in the line of Airbuses before A380 appeared. So the flight was very calm and easy and sleepy because it was overnight flight. So here I am in Moscow Vnukovo airport. This airport I like most of all three in Moscow. we came to the very end of the terminal, so we need to walk the very long pathway to go outside to the border control. It's like fitness in the middle of the night. So finally I made that, passed through border control, and everything was pretty smooth, no questions, and all the 3 flights went absolutely well. So Pegasus as a low coaster showed that it's absolutely fine company with nice airplanes. Yes, they are taking money for everything, but it's standard low cost model, so it's absolutely fine to use them. Sabiha Gökçen airport is quite busy, so be prepared that it will be quite a lot of people there, crowds, but generally it's okay. Yeah, so and UTair aviation company from Russia is also fine. Where all the level of security is as high as other top companies of the world. There are no problems. The only thing that the airplane is pretty old and unique, as you have seen. It's more than 23 years old. Boeing 767-200 ER, quite rare. There are just few of them flying now, but generally it was okay. Maybe I will do some filming as a bonus to this video on the way back. However, it's absolutely the same airplanes, airlines, and the route, so it will be not so interesting, and it will, again, will be in the midnight, so nothing to show outside. Maybe I will film something in Vnukovo to show you some rare airplanes if I see them. And I hope that you enjoyed this rush video where I was in the very last minute trying to catch this airplane, because 3 flights and 2 connections is always an adventure. I hope you like this video, so put your likes, thumbs up. So, while making video during the trip, I was not sure that I will have enough material for the flight back, because I was thinking about it will be like a midnight flight, it will be not so much minutes, and so on. And finally, when I was doing the creation of the video, I found out that my videos are about an hour of material. That was including Vnukovo Airport international departures zone, so it was quite interesting. Then later, from Istanbul to Helsinki, the flight was actually during the daylight time, and it was very beautiful departure, and a lot of mountains and sun and other things. And I decided that I will just split my video in 2. It will be 2 parts: sneaking to Russia and escaping from Russia. So I decided that I will do these films in a 1-week break. So now you will see the first part, and the second part, the way back home to Helsinki, will be released about a week later. So see you in the next videos in a week. Hope you enjoy this video. Bye.